Y'all are funny. Hey, hey, beautiful people. Look at y'all. See, I made the right people moderators. Y'all know how to get here on time, be punctual. So good job. Here early. I love it. I love it. Y'all are funny. I appreciate it. Okay, I had to do my mic check, mic check. I know I got to do that every time before I get on here. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Okay, I got to start with the greeting. It's let me turn this all the way down because it was still going. So what's today? It's Tuesday. It's I always like give y'all the weather update just in case somebody cares. So it's gloomy today. I think there's rain in the forecast. So guess what? It's a great day to be on the walking pad because yeah, it's like it's about to rain. So goal for today. My goal is 4 miles. I'm feeling pretty good today, but I'm just trying to do 4 miles. You know, yesterday I think I did 6. I was an overachiever. It's Taco Tuesday. Oh, it is Taco Tuesday. Okay, okay, okay. I might have to go get some tacos today. Um, so I'm feeling good for this to be my 4th week of being consistent. Yeah. So I have until next Wednesday. I think Wednesday is the last day of April. I got until next Wednesday to where I got to keep this up, and then I got to come up with some new goals for May. But we in here. Fit check, fit check. What y'all thinking? It's a cute one. Okay. I think I saw. You said I'm fit today, slay. See, that's why you're 27 is your dad's B-day. Happy birthday to dad. Okay, let me go ahead and at least get started. You already know I started walking pad on 2.5 today. The goal is for me not to fall. If you missed that, I guess you got to watch my video from yesterday to see where I almost fell at. So, okay, we're going to start. I moved my desk a little closer so I ain't leaning to see comments. See, I'm not going to catch me about to fall today. I start the treadmill, the walking pad at 2.5. Hey, Roy, what's going on? We started at 2.5 just to make sure the body is nice and warm. So I got a request from a friend of mine to do an ad video. So that's coming, y'all. I do have a few on my YouTube channel already, but I got one that's gonna be just right for her and for everybody else who wants to do it. So y'all, I also got started with my random. Before we get into our health and fitness tips for the day, I always have to start with my random thoughts. My random thought for the day is: have you ever put your laundry on your bed to force you to fold it and put it up? So, Elliot, gang, what's going on, Elliot? So, yeah, I put my laundry. I did like a whole bunch of laundry yesterday. I put the laundry on my bed, right? I was like, well, duh, you're gonna have to fold it and put it up. But I had a lot going on yesterday. When I tell y'all, by the time I got home, I was like, dang, I forgot I put the laundry on the bed. Now I gotta fold it and I gotta put it up. But it did what it needed to do. It forced me to fold. I will say, for about 2 seconds, I thought about just smushing it to one side, right? I only need so much space. I'm 8 and I'm little girl Roy. Is Roy an 8-year-old girl's name? But okay. Art of War. Hey, hey. Hey to you. And thank you for calling me beautiful. You know, y'all know how I am about a good compliment. So, yeah, y'all. I just trying to see if y'all, that's my random thought of the day. I put my laundry on the bed to force myself to fold it and put it up. And it did what it needed to do. Even though it was hours later, it forced me to have to fold and put it up. So, Yeah, y'all. That's my random thought of the day. Yeah, where did Pow Pow go? I saw Pow Pow was here. So where did he go? Okay. LJ, you doing well. Not even 2 minutes in. You know, we trying to build it up. We trying to build it up. Y'all gotta start filling the chat, getting it in early. Uh Pow Pow, he'll come back. I'm here for the topics. Hey AD. CJ, what's going on? Yeah, Pow Pow gonna get it when he do start talking. He probably do off doing something. So yesterday, I left off with wanting to talk to y'all about how mental health and fitness and how they're connected. So I didn't get to really go into all that with you all yesterday because we were just talking so much that I just didn't get to reach it. So we're gonna start with it, and I'm gonna hit some of my other topics that I have going on today. I think I got a lot of good topics to hit today. I'm proud of myself. So, how is mental health and fitness connected? I've already told y'all my story that y'all know I deal with stage 4 endometriosis. I also have adenomyosis. So, because of what it hinders is my core, I had to, pull back on my intensity when it comes to working out. And so, at one point, I was getting very bored with the workouts I was doing. So, I'm not gonna say I became depressed because I don't want to use that word lightly, but I will say I became lazy. I became very lazy where I wasn't really working out. I already have blackout curtains, so that didn't help making my room very dark. And so I told you all that I decided to get a walking pad to get myself back active because I felt myself going into a very lazy routine. Especially because I work from home, I saw myself going from the bed to the computer, going to the kitchen, back to the computer. Like I just wasn't being myself because fitness is passion for me. So I felt like because I wasn't working out, I was losing myself a little bit too, right? But when you're already upset and not feeling yourself, you're not really thinking about working out either, right? You don't really want to put the energy into doing it. So how I want to connect mental health and fitness is the minute I got this walking pad. I think I told you I've had this walking pad now. It's probably been a month and a half, 2 months now. The first couple of weeks I was walking in my room, so I had it sitting right next to my bed. Well, it was underneath my bed. Whenever I would turn on the TV, I would pull it underneath my bed and I would walk on it, and that got me feeling good again, right? Even though walking is a low intensity exercise, it's still a workout, right? You're still able to get your heart rate up, you sweat a little bit, but here it is. You're still going to release endorphins and dopamines. So, and what that does is to feel good chemicals in your brain. So, when you're already feeling down, guess what? You probably need to get up and get moving so you can release those chemicals. You start to feel good because every time I get off this walking pad, I feel 10 times better. Yeah, I feel amazing when I get off of here. It's also good for stress relief. So working out, exercise reduces your cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone. We also talked about what cortisol does in your body, right? So if you're a little pudgy here, or if you start feeling your face getting, a little puffy, we'll say, a lot of times it comes from your cortisol levels. And so we can't always just talk about nutrition and working out. Nutrition and working out is not always going to fix everything. It's a good combination. It's a power duo, but it doesn't fix everything. We have to make sure our hormones, yes, and feeling bloated. So when your cortisol, hey man on the moon, so yeah, when your cortisol levels are high, it's gonna make you feel puffy here. So y'all talking about y'all got fumpus, like I said, in your face, just feeling bloated. That's what your cortisol does. So a lot of times we have to work on relieving that stress, and working out can do that for you. So I love the walking pad because of the low intensity. It's easy to do. You don't have to think much about your workout, right? Because that's stress right there. What I'm gonna do today. So, but mental health and fitness, when you combine those two and you're working out, it does so much for your mental state. It improves your sleep. Because just think, if you're burning calories, if you're exhausting your body, guess what? It'll help you sleep. Now, it doesn't always help because I told you all I deal with insomnia, and sometimes I don't sleep the best every night, but it can be a good tool. I mean, I told you all I deal with other medical issues, so that's that. Regular movement also gets the blood flow going. So it gets blood flow going to your brain, your memory, and your creativity. So all my creators out there, get moving. Oh yeah, I gotta speed it up. Okay, so now I'm at 3.3 miles per hour. I stayed at that. Ooh, I stayed at 2.5 a little too long, double the time. But also, when you work out, it boosts your confidence, right? So when you start feeling good or you start reaching certain goals, fitness goals that you have, it boosts your confidence. Yeah. So those are some of the ways that it helps. Oh, your routine and structure. Working out, like me getting on here at 11 o'clock has been a good help for me because it gives me, especially because I was a military girl, I was used to having structure. I was doing the same thing. And so when I first got in the military, I had a big, it was like, whoo, because you got to think, I got in the military, I went to the academy. So I literally was from 18 to however old I was in that uniform. So I was familiar with that structure. So when I got out the military, it was like, whoo, a whole new world, right? I wasn't used to it. I wasn't used to being on my own time, especially because I became entrepreneur right out the military. Um, every time it's time to sleep, my brain immediately remembers all the things I had to remember in the day. Then you struggle to, yeah, right? So I think that's also just overthinking as well. I have a hard time shutting my brain off. Yeah, it's like that's when you want to start taking all your mental notes, right? When it's time to go to sleep, now you're thinking about all the things that you had to get done. Now you're trying to figure out how you can fit it into your schedule the next day. So yeah, mental health and fitness, they connect just because it can help you release all the stress. It can put you on a schedule. It releases good chemicals to your brain. But the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to stress over calories and body image and perfection. There's a lot of people I work with where they get obsessed with the scale and what the number says. They get obsessed with social media and what's seen there. So mental is very important because it can do so much. It plays such a key role in your life, right? So when it comes to fitness, it can relieve so much in your life. So don't overdo it. Find something simple like walking, and it can give you the same endorphins and dopamine release as doing a hard workout. So I know I hit on that kind of long, but I think mental health and fitness, I just really want to hit that because mental health is so important. We got so many strong people out here, or people who we view as strong, who we never think needs anybody. And so check on your strong friends. Magic Maddie, is that Magic Maddie's? Hey, 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 welcome in. So invite friends to go work out, help them feel good, get through their day. Um, so yeah, if y'all have anything you want to talk about or hit on with health, mental health, and fitness, let me know. I think I hit a lot of that. I think because I come from the military background and I know so many soldiers who have suffered, or I know the suicide number is so high. I just want to make sure you all know fitness can help with a lot of that. So if you're ever feeling down, just try even walking in place for a little bit. Just get your body moving. And even 5 minutes of doing something active can get you out of that funk, right? So I just want to pass that along, even to my older people. If you got older family members, grandparents, get them up and moving. Right. I know Pow he gonna lock in somewhere at some point. Uh, he probably on the phone or busy with something for him not to say anything yet. So I'm not worried. I know he'll clock in. So, oh, so my girl, I'm just gonna call her Lazy Runner. That's her username on here. Um, she asked me yesterday, what exercise can she do every day? Like, what workout can she do every day? And I was like, girl, give your body a rest. There's no need to work out every day. So I kind of want to dive a little deeper into her question. Hey, Bianca. Yes, movement is therapeutic. I always say workouts are therapy session, low key. They become therapy sessions. I'm low key a therapist, y'all. Yeah, just not certified, but I feel like at every workout session I've ever had, that's what it kind of becomes, right? We're working out, we're talking about our problems. So you get 2 for 1. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Wise up. But so Lazy Runner on here yesterday asked me about the what can she do every day. My response to her was she can do y'all so funny, AD. But my response to her was the most I can give you to do every day if you just felt like you had to do some type of movement is walking. Because walking is low impact, or even swimming, but do it at low intensity. Um, another topic I want to hit was what to do on rest days. So if you just feel like you have to do something, sometimes we call it active recovery. So if you've ever been to, sometimes we call it active movements even when you work out. So sometimes with my HIIT training, if we're doing a lot of high intensity, I may have us do wall sits. So you're still working and recruiting muscle groups, right? But your heart rate is coming down because you're sitting on the wall. So, but in this instance, we're going to talk about rest days because your muscle grows during recovery. Okay. So when you're going to the gym, that's not where the work is really happening. The work happens once you leave the gym and you're giving your body time to rest. So we want to do low intensity movements to promote blood flow. Okay. So you can do, let me give y'all some examples. You know, I'm always going to give y'all something. So stretching, especially for y'all old folks. Now, I'm just saying, I'm right there with y'all. But my 35 and up crew, y'all know y'all need to stretch, okay? So make sure your rest days, so yeah, that's your favorite day. So make sure on your rest days you're stretching. That's a good use of your time. You're still able to move your body, but it's helping with flexibility. I told you I already have hip problems. So I definitely have to stretch out my hip flexors. So stretching, you can do things like yoga, swim, or cycling. But once again, you want to do that with low intensity and just making sure you're hydrating. So drinking water, that's one thing I don't think I discussed in one of my other chats. Drinking water is important the day prior, not the day of. Hitting the stairs every day will melt the fat all over and make the abs show quickly. Well, yes and no. Anything that gets, I mean, it's anything that's movement, really, right? So stairs will get your heart rate up, but you have to move. Anything you do with high intensity will help do that. So just what's a good calorie burn? But hydration is what I was trying to hit. A lot of people think drinking water that same day, like let's say you just got done doing a workout. Ideally, what you're gonna do, drink some water, right? But what really hydrates you is the work you put in 24 hours prior. So if you know you're about to get a good workout in, let's say Monday, Sunday is where you want to make sure you're drinking water. Okay? I mean, we want to drink water every day, but the point I'm making is make sure you're getting your water in the day prior to support you the day of. Okay? So on those active rest days, then where am I? What you talking about? So yeah, just make sure. I think that's probably one of the most important things. I would have had to put them in order. I think hydrating and stretching are the 2 key things you want to do in your active recovery days. Hip flexors, hamstrings, quads. Those are like some of your bigger muscle groups, mainly your hamstring and quad. So yeah, hit those. I did at least 80 ounces every day, but my lips are still dry. Give me some suggestions. Okay, do you mind telling me how much you weigh? Because I do it. Well, you don't have to tell me how much you weigh. You don't have to put that on here, okay? I'll just tell you. So normally you want to drink water based off of your activity levels and how much you weigh. So your 80 ounces of water would be about what I'm supposed to drink. Um, so let me give you an example. Yeah, your 80 ounces is almost what I'm supposed to drink. I weigh what did it say, 120? That way it's easier. So 120 cut in half is 60 ounces. And then I'm not really I could do the math on my calculator, but y'all get the drift. So that's 50%. Then we do 67. I think that brings me up to maybe about like 80, would you say 85, around there. And then anytime I work out, for every 30 minutes you work out, you want to add 8 ounces. So for me, I think by the end of it, like I said, I'm just doing quick math. I'm at about 100 ounces a day. Um, so I should be drinking about 100 ounces of water a day, especially when I'm working out, when I'm walking for like an hour. And it probably goes up more than that when I walk on here for like an hour and a half. So you're probably not drinking enough water. The minute you're thirsty, that's already a sign that you're dehydrated. So yeah, I think you're probably not drinking enough water, but it goes based off your weight. This is very good information. Thank you, Bianca. I appreciate it. Hey, Dukes, I'm waiting, but you're not getting any closer to me. I'm walking as fast as I can. I'm getting nowhere fast. Um, So yeah, I've realized recently how important drinking water is. So yeah, that was quick math for you. So I always tell people just cut your weight in half. And I normally say just add like 20 ounces to that. So, and then from there, you want to add 8 ounces for every 30 minutes. So that's just a quick math. But if you want to do the accurate math, you want to do 67% of your body weight and then add the ounces for every time you work out. Okay. So my next topic I got for you, beautiful people. If you have any questions on that, feel free to throw it in the chat. I'll try to get back to it. But signs your workout, is it actually working? Dun, dun, dun. So a lot of times we give up on a lot of our workouts because we feel like it's not working. We feel like we're hitting a plateau. So of course I'm gonna start with the generic ways, and then we'll get a little better from there. So how you can tell if your workout is working, what you're doing, like whatever you're doing is working, you already know the first answer, right? If you're losing weight or whatever your goal is, right? If you're going more towards your goal, if you're looking the part in your eyes, a lot of times we're the last ones to see it. So they always say you're going to be the last one to see the change. Okay. So whenever you're trying to reach a goal, you're not going to see it right off the bat because you look at yourself every day. Incline, burn fat and calorie fast, sprint small hills, stairs, or anything that has steep incline. Try, tested, and proven by your boy. I'm with you when you're right. Incline, I mean, everything burns calories. So we're not burning fat, we're burning calories. But I'm just being technical right now. Okay, sorry. So technically we're burning calories, the calories burn fat. So 3,500 calories is what equals 1 pound of fat. So our goal is to burn calories to get to burning the fat. So if we're doing things like walking steps or hills, inclines, that's what's going to hit our posterior kinetic chain. So that we're going to hit more of our glutes, our hamstring, calf muscles. So I do like walking uphill. That's why sometimes I'll take my walking outside so I can hit some of these hills. So you're right. You're right. Wise up. I got you. I'm gonna give it to you. But yeah, how you want to know that your workout is actually working? Right off the bat, how you look. What you want to see to get a little more complex, are your habits consistent? Has it become more of a lifestyle? If what you're doing is working at this point, you've probably been doing it consistently, right? Doing something consistently is where you're gonna see changes. If I only worked out once a month, I'm not gonna see changes, right? So it has to be consistent and often. Because I can consistently work out once a month. I'm consistent with that once a month, but I'm not gonna see change, right? So if I'm doing it often, and consistent, um, that's when you're gonna start making it a lifestyle. So that's how we're gonna know also that you're starting to see changes, um, or that your workout is actually working. Your recovery is better. We can always tell when our endurance, like, okay, I'm getting in shape, right? You start feeling yourself walking upstairs, make it easier. Doing longer distance, walking or running gets easier. You're able to lift heavier. So like your recovery time in between your workouts, if you're doing like sprints, just the rest time in between is better. Um, you're improving your mobility and flexibility. So if you're actually working out and you're doing your stretches like you're supposed to before and after, um, your body's gonna start to show it. Our body doesn't lie, right? It's gonna tell on you. So if you're actually doing what you're supposed to do with stretching, your mobility, like for my hip, I used to complain all the time about my hip. I'm like, oh, it hurts, but I wouldn't do nothing about it, but complaining. So finally, I was okay, because I just felt old having to stretch. I feel like it was starting to show my age a little bit, having to stretch all the time. Because I went from never having to stretch before I go jog to let me hit these calf raises and stretch this quad real quick, you know? So I started doing, because it started getting painful after a while because it would get so tight. So I started incorporating doing hip flexors a lot more into my routine. And now my hip isn't so bad. Now it's not so tight. You can tell what you're doing is working when your neck and collarbone show. Is that fact too? Uh, when I had low iron, I used to walk at least 50, 60 rounds around my house every day, which helped a lot with my stamina. Yeah. So when you consistently started doing something, you started seeing results. Like for me, y'all already gonna say, well, you were already kind of small. But I feel like even with my body, I've been walking now on this walking pad. Like I said, this is going on month and a half. And y'all, I feel like I look toner, which I think. Now they said the camera add like 10 pounds or something like that. So just take 10 pounds off what you see, not a slam. But no, for real. I feel like when I look in the mirror, I look slimmer in a tone way. Like I'm not trying to lose weight, y'all. The scale still say the same thing, but I feel like I'm slimming down, like toning up. Because you know, when you start losing fat, you can be the same weight on the scale, but because fat and muscle are different, it's going to look different. So if you Google right now 5 pounds of fat versus 5 pounds of muscle, you'll see how much smaller the muscle looks, right? So that's why you may get on the scale. Your friends be like, you look good. What you doing? But then you get on the scale, you like, why everybody keep telling me I look good, but my number's not going down? You building muscle. So eventually that number will go down, but you're just building muscle, so it's changing your physique a little bit. Uh, what's another one I had? Oh, yeah, I already said the family friend compliment. When you start getting those, you know you work out doing something. When your friends and family start, you look good. You're doing something right, okay? Um, so y'all hit me up in the chat. Let me know how do you know when your work, what you're doing is actually starting to work for you outside of the physical change appearance. It could be also the way your pants are fitting, like your clothes. Y'all, I put this. So somebody got me a jacket. It's a jacket from the school I went to. I guess they were visiting there. I went to a game. They had bought their child a youth jacket, right? So they were like, oh, I know you went to this school. It doesn't fit them. So do you want it? When I first put it on, it was a little tight, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Well, I put it on the other day and it fit amazing. I was like, okay, your girl toning up. Pow Pow is 20 minutes late. It's still at the 70 push-ups. Right. We'll get on Pow Pow when he comes. Nah, you are fit. You got what we call, where I'm from, that Miami girl body. Well, I'm a Florida girl. I'm not from Miami. But I am A Florida girl. Duval. Tallahassee Duval. Uh, so yeah. Y'all ready for me to move on to my next topic? Whew. So I'm going to the movies today. I'm kind of excited about that. I like to go during the week where the prices are a little cheaper. Yeah, why I didn't know ticket prices were so expensive? What's going on? I mean, don't say inflation. I know, blah blah blah. But why I looked up movie tickets yesterday and it said $26 for one person. I know when button down shirts started to choke me. Right. I'm telling you, clothes would not lie to you. And don't try to blame it on laundry. The clothes will tell you when you're putting on some weight. What movie? Okay, if I tell y'all what movie, you can't tell me what happened if you already saw it. That's why I low key didn't want to mention it because I didn't want somebody who already seen the movie to tell me what happened. If anybody tell me what happened, y'all getting blocked. Okay, I'm going to go see Sinners. So I haven't seen a trailer for it yet. I just seen it was 10 out of 10, and I'm just trying to support. So I haven't seen anything for it yet. So please don't tell me anything about it. Yeah, Duval. So I am a Jacksonville Jaguar fan as far as the NFL. That shows you how loyal of a person I am. And my pants are too tight. AD, and you talking about, do you see you trying to bulk? So look like you need to buy a new wardrobe. Because you already said you're trying to bulk. So it looks like you're gonna be buying new shirts and pants. Because you already said you eating up the house. All the groceries. All the hog maw. Movie tickets are so expensive now. I normally don't go to the movies. I think I have every stream platform you can think of: HBO Max, Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Philo, Paramount Plus, Peacock. I have every stream platform you can think of. So normally I don't go to the movies. I was thinking about doing a drive-in. I told y'all I was thinking about going to the drive-in movie, but Poetic Justice killed that. I ain't going to no drive-in movie no time soon. Especially not here where I'm at. Okay. Yeah, the movie just came out, I think April 18th. So it's new. Wise up. You funny. Have you actually seen it yet? Or are you just talking? I do need clothes, but I'm not at my Target yet. So AD, how much were you're trying to bulk up, I believe, right? So how much are you trying to gain? And like, are you just trying to like get more muscle mass, like build chest, build arms? What are some of your goals? Everybody tell me kind of like, what are your goals? Like, what are y'all trying to hit? What are we trying to achieve? For me, I'm just trying to maintain and tone up. So I do plan on getting a cycling bike, a stationary cycling bike. My main thing is I want to tone my thighs and keep these glutes upright. So that's my goals. So I kind of want to know what your goals are. Remember, you can always hit me up in the chat if you want help with trying to reach your goals. I love giving advice out. I love helping people reach their goals first and foremost because I love feeling confident. Like I see a difference in myself now that I've been working out more. When I wasn't feeling too good, like when I was like down the dumps, wasn't really working out, it just kind of showed in how I was acting. I didn't really take too much care of my appearance. Like I wasn't really doing my hair. I mean, it's just a ponytail, but I just wasn't really doing much with myself at all. Um, Now I want to get up and get going. Okay, so 10 more pounds of muscle distributed as evenly as possible. Okay. No, but I want to check out the clown. I've never, okay, see, no, nothing with no clown. You lost me. I didn't even finish reading it. As soon as I said clown, I'm done. I don't even know what movie that is, Wise Up. I may look at the trailer because I don't plan on watching it for real. So maybe I'll check out the trailer. What's your favorite fruit? That's a good question. I've never really thought about a favorite fruit because I was so focused on veggies. Because fruits, before I started juicing a lot, because fruits have so much sugar, even though it's natural sugar, it's still high in sugar. Um, so originally I was more so focused on veggies. So on the veggie side, I really love zucchini. Zucchini. What's my other one? Asparagus. Those are my two favorites, especially if the asparagus is cooked right. Whew, you might win my heart. But as far as fruit, I'm gonna go with oranges. I'm very basic. I say a good orange. You can't go wrong with an orange. It's easy to peel. You don't have to worry about no seeds. Yeah. Oh, mangoes. I never. So my dad, he grew up in Fort Lauderdale area, where and I always had to ask him like, how do I know this is a good mango? I'm not good at figuring out fruits and veggies and when it's good. So how do you know when a mango is good? Like when's the best time to cut it? What does it have to look like? How do you stay consistent? Get on YouTube live. Have everybody waiting for you to get on at 11 o'clock. So I stay consistent, like I said, because how it makes me feel. Like I know it sounds very cliche. It's like, oh, it releases endorphins, but initially it was just okay, Shauna. Some people call me Shauna, so you know. Y'all call me LJ. But initially, when I was working out, it was like, okay, let's just take it one day at a time, right? That's all I can do. Take it one day at a time. So I started doing that, and before I knew it, more days were building up, and I really was feeling good. And it's like the minute you start seeing an ounce of like progress, to me, that's motivating. So when I started seeing more progress, like even now, with me getting on here, at first I was like, man, I'm tired. I don't know if I could do it every day, walking, hour and a half. I may have to change that. But now that I'm starting to see progress, when I walk past the mirror, double looking, it's encouraging and motivating for me. So that's how I'm able to stay consistent. I have a twin sister who does bodybuilding. So fitness is something that's kind of big for us. So it does help having somebody else who's into fitness. Like one day, we live right next to each other. So one day she was out on her balcony biking, like on a stationary bike. I was outside walking. um, so I think just having an accountability partner. I tell people all the time, I would love to have an accountability partner. I would love to have somebody, even though I'm a trainer, I know what I'm doing. I think just for accountability purposes, I would love to have somebody who I can work out with. Um, that's exactly what it would be, accountability partner. I love lettuce and cucumber. Lettuce I do like, but it doesn't have a lot of nutritional value. It's just a filler. So I like it with my salads and stuff, but it don't really do much. Cucumber, yes. Get some salt and pepper. Cut that cucumber up. You got them fancy oranges, yes. I almost forgot Florida. Duh. Maybe that's why I love oranges. In India, you smell them. If it smells a lot like a normal mango, it's good. And they haven't put chemicals to make them grow fast so they can sell them. Okay. Do you look for like a firmness though? Should it be like firm or should it be a certain color? Soft. Oh, well, wise up. Maybe you answer my question for me. Soft with orange, yellowish tint, and a little green. Sometimes they just fall from the tree. So less green. So we're looking for less green. Soft. Okay. It needs to be soft, not firm. And a little green. Sometimes they just fall. Okay. Hey, I'm walking too. Missed you yesterday. Love your outfit. Hey, okay, how many miles you walking today? What we doing? What we on today? Right now, so I just hit 37 minutes. Let's see what the distance is. I'm coming up on 2 miles. I'm walking a little slower, y'all. I'm walking a little slower today. So that's another way I stay consistent, AD. When I'm not feeling something, I don't push myself. So like normally I would have already been at 3.8 miles per hour. And I'm not gonna beat myself up about it today, right? The first goal is for me to get on here and walk for an hour. The second goal is to try to walk for 4 miles. So if I'm gonna reach that hour already. So if I do 4 miles, that's good. But I don't push myself. So the fact that I'm even on here today, hey, I'm gonna big up myself for that, right? So I stay consistent by not overtraining. So I'm probably gonna stay at 3.6 for the remainder. I'm not gonna move up to 3.8. And y'all know I always do 3.8, but not today. Okay. So thank you. Yeah, purple. I came with the purple lavender look today. I can't work out with my wife. I'm gaining and she's cutting. Well, y'all can work out to like at the same time, maybe. Like maybe I can motivate each other. Do y'all work out at home or do you work out at the gym? AD. 25 minutes. Okay. Look at you. Hey Dwight, new viewer here. Welcome in. Come sit down, pull up a chair, chat with me. What's your PB at 5K? Ooh, I don't know. Because normally when I do, the last time I did anything around a 5K, well, it wasn't even around a 5K. I did 10 miles. So I didn't check to see what it was at. But I will say in my younger days, because a 5K is 3.2, right? Is that 3.2? Y'all check me because I don't know. If it's 3.2 miles, PB is personal best. If it's if it is 3.2, I think it was like 21, 22 minutes. I'm not a distance runner, okay? Sprinter. In the 305, we eat them slightly green. Oh, with vinegar. I never, okay, mango with vinegar, a little salt, pepper. Okay. You put me on to something. I don't mind trying something new now. I'm gonna try that. Wise up. I'm at the gym and she's home. Okay, so how come y'all don't go to the gym together? Y'all don't have to be like, y'all don't have to work out like right with each other, but won't that keep y'all more accountable to go to if y'all are like, hey, let's go to the gym today. I think that would help, right? That's what, yeah. I told my sister I didn't mind because, so that's another thing, because my sister goes to the gym all the time, it actually does motivate me to want to start going to the gym and get out the comfort zone of just working out at home. There's a lot more equipment there that I would like to use. So I told her, I'll probably start going to the gym as well. You'll be hitting 1.5 subscribers real soon. Woo! Y'all don't even understand what that does for me. Just having one viewer on here would mean something to me because people don't have to watch. Time is precious. People could be doing anything else with their time. But this is something that I am trying to build. I am trying to grow. And it feels good doing it organically, getting here on live, interacting with you all. I feel like I'm growing friends. Yes, I'm not a sprinter no more, Dwight. I'm 37 years old. I'm a lifestyle workout at home person. I used to be a sprinter in college. I'm not a sprinter anymore. I did long jump and the 400. Those are like my specialty. Long jump and the 400. Okay, wise up. Your old boy ever put you Okay, I said my dad is the one who put me on anything because he's the one that's from Fort Lauderdale. And no, he hasn't. I'm gonna talk to my dad about that because he's the one who's supposed to keep me educated on the Florida stuff. Oh, okay, she has anxiety too many people at the gym. Oh, I get it. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Ooh, okay, that doesn't make sense though. I don't get anxiety really at the gym. The gym is more of like my friend now. But I can definitely see how the gym can cause anxiety for somebody. It is a lot of people in there, especially if you're trying to figure out what to do. And people be sometimes people be in a little grouchy. They must not thought they work out yet, and so they haven't released their endorphins. Cause some people be in a little grouchy. Are you done with this yet? Do it look like it? Uh, my mom just saw you on my screen, and she went, "Whoa, this is her. You've been following. Look, way younger." Because I had told her you're 37. Oh, I love your mom already. Tell mom I said, hey, pull up and sit down and chat with us. Um, no, that's why I say y'all should see my mom and my dad. They're both in their 60s and they look very good for their age. When people used to call me my mom when she was younger, I was like, what are they talking about? But now that I'm getting up in age, I realize that it means a lot when people compliment. But I feel like movement is what's keeping me young, right? A body in motion stays in motion. So I'm definitely going to try to keep working out. That's what keeps me consistent as well. That's what keeps me motivated. Uh, are you still sprinting sometimes? No, I don't sprint anymore. I had to dial back my intensity. I did say, so my nephew's 12 years old, and I trained him for AAU track and field over the summer. So I'm coaching him right now. And, I got to stay in shape just so I can beat him. So I did say I was going to compete against him one day in the 150. So I got to stay ready. But I used to I used to do this thing called Dirty 30, where you get on an actual treadmill and you start off at a certain speed. So depending on how fast the treadmill will get, most treadmills at the box gyms only go to like 14 miles per hour. But depending on how fast they'll go and depending on how many reps I'm trying to do, let's say I start at 10 miles per hour, I run at 10 miles per hour for 30 seconds, and then I'll jump my feet to the side and rest for 30 seconds. And then 30 seconds, I'm back on, and I increase it every minute that passes by until I get to the highest. At this home gym that I was training a client at, their treadmill got up to 17 miles per hour. So I ran on that one before. The treadmills where you can move it at your own, it has like a little dip in it. I can't think of the name of them right now, but you move it yourself. I've gotten to 22 miles per hour, but that's been some time. I don't really run like that no more. Art of War, laugh out loud. You look a smooth 25. Who paid y'all to compliment me? Who paying y'all? No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'll take 25. I wish my body acted like it was 25 though. My grandfather is 70 plus. He walks about 15, 19K steps every day. Okay, grandfather. That's some walking. Yesterday I got like 15,000 steps in, but most of that was walking on here with you all. That was the 6 miles I did. And then I didn't get many steps in until I went to track practice. And I got like 3,000 steps in there. So I don't know. I gotta check to see what my numbers were, but I think it was like around 16,000 steps yesterday. So grandfather's walking. Go ahead, 70 plus. I hope to have the energy to want to walk that many steps at 70 plus. I started using Vaseline cream for my itchiness and legs after working out. So how long have you been working out? Because it could be dry skin for why you're itchy, but it could also depend on how long you've been on your fitness journey. because in the beginning, if your body's just getting used to you working out. We talked about the capillaries opening up, so it's just the blood flow in your legs. So once your body adapts to it, it won't happen anymore. I promise. Wise up. Okay, 52 pounds. I went into my usual big and tall man shop. As soon as I walked through the door, the cashier was like, "Excuse me, sir, we don't have anything here that would fit you." I was overwhelmed. So is that what you're trying to do? Are you saying you're trying to lose 52 pounds, Wise up? Or you already lost the 52 pounds? Or are you trying to lose the 52 pounds because the cashier made you feel like you were too big? Awesome, bro. Okay. Wise up. Dwight, are you from Detroit? No? Okay, yeah, look at you. Hassan answered, yeah. You already know how to answer. She from Florida. No, I am from Florida. My bestie's from Detroit, but no, I'm from Florida. So yeah, let me know what you were trying to say. Wise up. Did you lose 52 pounds, or are you trying to lose the 52 pounds? I'm from. I was born in Tallahassee, then I moved to Jacksonville. So I spent a little bit of equal time in both. So I claimed 850, the 904. Duval was where I was before I went off to college. So I tend to say Duval, but I was born in the 850 of Tallahassee. Is it true that crocodiles come to home? I don't know. I don't know about no animals. Well, yeah, they do. I mean, I do know that they would definitely go because a lot of homes are built around the water. You can find them in your yards, yes. So, but I've never dealt with Tallahassee Hero. Okay, T Pain. Um, okay, let me go to my next fitness topic. I'll keep checking in with the chat. Pow Pow's 42 minutes late. Yeah, I'm surprised that Pow Pow isn't here. My next fitness topic for y'all was top 3 nutrition mistakes made while getting fit. So I kind of hit on this before, but a lot of times when I engage y'all with certain things, I want to a lot of times when I talk to y'all about things in the chat, like from other days, I kind of want to dig into a little deeper. And so Lost 52 was overwhelmed that I didn't. Oh, okay, got you. Well, big ups to you. Way to work on losing that 52 pounds. I know it wasn't easy. So big ups to you. Way to work. 52 pounds, that's amazing. That's awesome. Yeah, I love saying Pow Pow's name. Um, so one of the biggest nutrition mistakes people make while trying to get fit is eating too little. That bothers me the most. People think less equals more fat loss. No, it does not. Okay? So it's a balancing act. Everything in life is about balance, right? Everything. Same thing with the foods you eat. The Pow Pow. I knew you were on the phone. I called it. I said Pow Pow on the phone. He gonna jump on when he done. We hear Pow Pow. So the biggest nutrition mistake people make while getting fit is eating too little. That's the one saying, I don't even put that much gas in my car. I don't understand why I didn't make it 3 hours down the road. That's kind of how you sound. Why would you think you're gonna make it, on a long road trip, but you didn't even put a full tank of gas in your car, right? Same way with your body. Your body is your fuel. Hey, Pow Pow, I was missing you. Hassan was keeping track. Um, I lost my train of thought. Food. So it's yeah, how food is like fuel. So if you expect to lose weight and your body has a job, if your body, so you got to think, we talked about macro, protein, and carbs. If all three of those things have a job to do, which helps your brain, your muscles, your organs, everything in your body, if you're not giving your body what it needs, it's going to try to find a way to fix it, right? So if I gave you, because I told you your body adapts to you, your body learns how you operate. So y'all, I love to give like analogies and like different things like that. So imagine you got kidnapped. And I know I'm going way out there. Imagine you got kidnapped and you didn't know when your abductor was gonna give you food, right? You've been kidnapped for like 2 weeks, right? They give you food on Mondays, they may give you food on Friday. You don't know when you're gonna get the food. What are you gonna start doing? You're gonna start hoarding it, right? You're gonna start trying to ration it out to yourself, but you're gonna try to hold on to as much as possible because you don't know where your next meal is gonna come from. That's what your body does. When you don't give your body the food that it needs, your body starts adapting. And it's like, okay, let me hold on to that. Let me hold on to this. Because I don't know when they're going to feed me again. But the minute they're ready to get up and run and go do this, I got to be able to make sure that they have what they need to get there, right? So your body's going to start holding on to stuff and it gets stored as fat. So really when you don't eat, you're really just putting your body in like the survivor mode and it starts storing what it can as fat to make sure it can make sure you can survive. Y'all talk about in here. Right, Pow, you messed up on day one of training day. If you have the kidnappers LJ, yeah, you'll be getting fed. A fresh violet. You always got. I bet you be trying to sweet talk them ladies in Italy, Pow. Um. So yeah, eating too little is the biggest nutrition mistake you can make. I don't want to hear, oh, I don't even eat a lot. That doesn't work. Okay. I'd rather know that somebody eats more than they should, and we got to work on portion control and scaling back. I'd rather hear that than I don't even eat that much. Okay, let's move on. The next one, 100% clean eating leads to burnout. Which means I didn't quite catch. Oh, when I said Papa, I was saying you already messing up your first day of training because you had your phone call. I'm just messing with you though. Normally you're here and you're talking and engaged. Because of your phone call, you aren't here. So I was saying you fell in your first day of training. But for those of you who try to eat 100% clean, that can lead to burnout, right? Because you're eating in a way to match your goals, but you're not eating in a way to match your lifestyle, what you really want. So if you're eating clean, that means if you go out with family and friends, you're probably not drinking. It means you're not eating the things you love. You're probably not doing desserts. Who wants to live like that, right? So balance it out. So that's a mistake. Feeling like you have to do an all or nothing. And feeling like if you eat something that isn't healthy, that you're falling off from your goals. As long as you do portion control, you're good. And the last nutrition mistake, people, especially on my female side, the ladies, not eating enough protein. I've hit that before. The other day, I even told you what the gram should be based off your lifestyle. So I'm not going to hit on that too much. But those are the top three nutrition mistakes made. Eating too little, trying to eat too clean that you're not balancing it out, and not eating enough protein. Oh yeah, I do talk fast, Pow. You'll get used to how fast I talk sometimes, I guess eventually. But yeah, I know. That's one thing I'm always being told. Slow down. You're talking too fast. All right, y'all. I'm at 3.18 miles. I'm trying to go to 4 for the day. I think I'm at 58 minutes now. Let's see. Yep, I just hit 58 minutes. I'm almost at 3 1/4. I know, y'all. Okay. Y'all have to tell me if I'm talking too fast. I get worked up sometimes when I talk about fitness. I get passionate. Sometimes I talk fast, but I just talk fast in general. My parents used to say me and my twin had our own language because we understood each other just fine. Okay, got you. You got a lot going on today, pal pal. I understand. Okay. Hassan, where'd you say you were from though? So yeah, chat. If I'm ever talking too fast, y'all just say slow down, LJ. And I know you're talking about my mouth, not my feet. Okay? India. Okay, got you. But today I'm feeling really good. I got up pretty early today. So my day got started off to a pretty quick start. I'm feeling good so far. Is that you think I have an accent? I don't hear it. Is it like a country accent? What is it? Sometimes because I lived up north, I cut my words off. And I don't even know if it comes from me living up north. But I say car instead of car. I'm going to the car. So I just shorten words. So fasting played a big part in achieving my fitness goal. 201 to 252 without no weight scale. Sprinting, running 2 miles daily, including stairs, eating twice daily. Last meal of the day, 1 and 2:30 p.m. So have you been able to maintain that weight loss? How long ago has it been since you maintained that weight or you lost the weight? And then also you have to understand men and women, our bodies operate different. And that's why I tell people there is no one size fits all to how you do anything. I can give general guidance, but nobody is the same. If y'all saw the way I eat, a lot of y'all probably be amazed. That's how I eat. um, People think I eat a lot healthier than I do. Try to imagine I'm learning English for myself. I started studying English at school when I was 13. So I restarted at 28. But you're doing good, pal pal. You're doing real good. Muslims have to fast the whole month between. Yeah. I thought, oh, wise up. You said 2018. So you lost the weight in 2018, and have you kept it off? Have you been able to keep off that weight for the past 7 years? So wise up. Let me know. I'm just interested to see if you lost the 52 pounds in 2018, if you've been able to keep it off for the 7 years, and if so, are you still doing the same thing that helped you lose it, or what are you doing now? But with men and women, I will say I low key hate when I get on social media. A lot of men like to cater to women and telling women what they need to do to get rid of that foompa or to get rid of. I'm like, what do you know about a woman's body to tell us about something that you don't even experience? But I get it. Sometimes it can be general information, but I do see that a lot of males tend to aim their target audience are women, which is kind of weird to me because I'm like, we got this, okay? we can help the ladies out on our own. Because it's not like they're trying to give general information. It's one thing to give general information, but to tell me this is what I need to do. There's no one size fits all. Men and women bodies are different. We have a lot more estrogen. We hold a lot more fat in certain areas of our body. So I don't know. Sorry, I went off on a rant a little bit because that bothers me. Yeah, I think you all are very good when it comes to like chatting on here. You do very well. So you gained 11% muscle weight training. So, but do you still look like that? So it sounds like in 2018 is when you made the effort to lose the weight and tone and like build muscle. But 7 years later, are we still looking like that? Or did it start creeping back a little bit? Give me the truth, wise up. Give me the truth. So another topic that I had was how to curb cravings without cutting everything. So this is what I do on the regular. I'm one of those people where I always want something sweet after I eat, like dinner. Yes, I am a big snacker. And the things I want to snack on are normally something sweet, something salty, not something healthy. um, now, just 7 years older. Okay. The way teaching isn't learning anyway, have you been? So, how to curb cravings without cutting everything. For one, I started watching what I brought into my home because I realized you can't hide it from yourself, you know? So if I bring a pack of cookies in here, my discipline is not as good as I would like to think it is. So I'm not going to eat majority of those cookies. So for one, I started buying in portion controls, but then I also started doing things like mints. So I started buying things like mints that I could just, because sometimes we just want something to chew. If you're watching TV, a lot of times it comes from just being boredom. So I would say check that. Are we bored? Is that what's causing us to want to snack or eat because we're bored? That's why they sell a lot of snacks in the movie theaters, right? When we're sitting there watching TV, watching a movie, we just want something to do. I feel like we always have to do something with our hands. We also have to be moving. So be mindful to check to see if you're just bored. Another thing is making sure what you're eating is nourishing and it fulfills you. Meaning like don't eat empty calories. Eat something that's going to fill you up. That way you're not trying to eat again shortly after. So make sure you're eating something that's worth it. Me and my sister always say I don't want to waste my calories. So it's not about counting the calories. It's just making sure that what I do eat makes sense. It has a purpose to it. Thumbs up. Thank you, Pow Pow. Yeah, tell them to like. Y'all go ahead and like, subscribe, make my day. So yeah, I tend to get snackish when I'm bored. Hey Faith, Bianca, I'm right there with you. That's why I say I'm a snacker, especially when I'm at home working. I want to snack. I just like snacks. I've never been, even since I was younger, I've never really liked eating whole meals. It's something I've grown to do, but I realized that, yeah, a lot of times I'm just bored or I need something to do. So what's the thing to do? Let me go grab something to snack on. So I will say, make sure you at least have snacks that make sense, right? Something that I always say, does it have good protein? Is this a good carb? Or is it a healthy fat? If it don't fit in them categories, put it back. Hey. I don't know how to say your name. Is it Sade? Sade and Shay? Shy? But hey, my poison is Cuban and Haitian bread. Oh, I've never had it. Bread makes me get inflammation. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Beetroot bread? No, I've never tried that. Is that something I can find at the farmer's market? Where would I find that at? I'm gonna look it up. Laugh out loud, same here. I don't care to eat a full meal most of the time. I prefer small things throughout the day. Yes. Um, I've been trying to find healthier snacks. Like they have like some almond, not almond, um, guacamole chips. I tried eating those. They're actually pretty good. So I try to just find healthier snacks. That's been my go-to now, is trying to find healthier snacks that I can eat. Um, I get it. So that's what I started doing. I started making sure whatever I brought into my home was something that fit in those categories, my three macros. But then I also tried to bring something like mints, or do if you do want like something sweet, I would say do like a Jolly Rancher, right? But try not to eat multiple ones, and try not to chew, like break that Jolly Rancher down. Try to like suck on it for as long as possible, and like hold on to it as long as possible, and not run through a bag of Jolly Ranchers. But try to find hard candy that you can hold on to as long as possible, and that would try to slow you down with just doing this effect. Like when we eat chips, we're just doing this, right? So you want to try to find items that will slow you down with how fast you can eat them. Yeah, I'm glistening today. I don't call it sweat. I'm glistening. Yes, Hassan, I am a farmer's market girl now. Y'all can't tell me nothing. I feel like I'm the farmer's market queen at this point. I've only been twice, but y'all gonna think I've been there for years. I feel right at home. What you say, pal pal? Let me find what you said. Oh, okay. Y'all talking about the English stuff still. I love it. And sometimes I just want to chew something. I try to keep gum with me at all times. Some people say gum makes them hungrier. It makes them want to eat. Gum to me helps. Um, yeah, I think gum helps me. Or like I said, yeah, just finding something that is I'm not so quick to dig in the bag. I just gotta find something that slows me down. My unusual supplement. Oh, so you like whey protein? I think because I started taking protein at such a young age, I was like 12 or 13, I think, when I had went full no meat. And so I started doing the protein shakes. And at that age, I think I just wasn't ready. And so I think that kind of threw me off from liking protein shakes because I didn't like the way it tasted. The protein did. Wise up. Walmart, Winn Dixie, Publix. What y'all talking about? Oh, where the is that where the beetroot bread is? Y'all know Winn Dixie was my first job, y'all. Maybe it was my second. I worked at KFC and Winn Dixie. Those are my first two jobs. At KFC, I was the cashier, and at Winn Dixie, I was a cashier. They said I had good social skills. What y'all think? Oh, mango juice. That sounds actually kind of good. Okay, wise up. You said, yep. Can't even search for food items nowadays. Okay. Well, I don't think Winn Dixie is here anymore. Publix, I don't shop at Publix anymore or Walmart. And for those of you who know, you know why. Okay. You do have good social skills. Thank you, Art of War. Okay, Aldi. Let me look up Aldi then. I gotta make sure they on the right side of things. But I'm gonna look Aldi up. But thank you. I don't know if I had good social skills at that age. I just think I was good at faking it in the interview. And I'm not gonna lie, if people were nice to me, I would get them free food at KFC. I mean, I don't work there no more. They can't fire me. It's too late. But like, if you're really nice to me, I'll just give you some free food. You know, the chicken got thrown away anyway at the end of the night. I'd rather not go to waste. What y'all here talking about? Oh, now you want to chime in when I talk about free food. Oh, yeah, when I used to work at KFC, I used to give I used to give free food. They would throw that food out at the end of the night. And then a lot of companies can't give food to homeless people anymore because I think people started getting sick. And so I think a lot of companies, just want to watch out for themselves. So they start throwing it away. So that's when I was like 16, 17-year-old, y'all. They ain't no, I don't work there no more. Oh, Aldi I didn't know, did I know Aldi was in Florida? I don't think I even knew Aldi was in Florida. The last Aldi I went to didn't really have a lot. I was actually really disappointed. I was expecting Aldi to be more like a smaller version of a farmer's market. I was not happy at all. Okay, but that's interesting to know. Why's up? KFC is being defeated by Popeyes. I mean, personally, I like Popeyes better anyway. When I was 16 years old, I just needed a job. So it was all about who was hiring. Is sourdough pizza healthy? I cannot get the answer to that. I do not know, but I will get the answer. Matter of fact, let me see. Normally, I always tell y'all I would try to get the answer for you. I'm not following today, y'all. It says sourdough pizza can be a healthier choice than traditional pizza due to its longer fermentation process, which breaks down gluten. Okay. Which makes it easier to digest and aiding in nutrition absorption. So it can be a healthier alternative. You wore that red vest? What you mean when I worked at Winn-Dixie? Because at KFC, we just wore like a little polo shirt with a hat. At Winn-Dixie, was it a vest? I think so. I can't remember what it looked like. It might have been a red vest. Domino's is horrible. I hate it. I don't know. I've been tearing Domino's up. It's like right up the road. They always got a good deal. I like getting the garlic parmesan base. So let me check 1212 where I'm at. So I'm coming up on 60 minutes. Excuse me, 60 minutes. 76 minutes. I'm at 4.27 miles. So guess what, y'all? I have reached my goal for today. I walked for a minimum of an hour. I hit my 4 miles. I did it, y'all. And I still got more fitness topics I could hit. When I first started walking on here, I used to try to write down, a handful of fitness topics. But because I didn't have, really any engagement, I would run out of topics and I just be standing here like, I'm trying to think what else I can say. But now you guys engage with me so much, it balances out so well to have walked on here for almost 80 minutes, still have more topics. I see that it's actually working. So this is signs that what I'm doing is working. To kind of pin it back to what I was talking about earlier today. Signs my workout is actually working. The point of me working out was to try to help build my channel, build myself up with staying consistent working out. And it's actually working. Y'all are engaging with me. I'm not having to stand here talking to myself or running out of ideas because I had to talk about everything. There was no engagement. I love you guys. Thank you for all the love you are showing me. You make this worth it. It's 50 minutes for me, 3.6. I'm gonna stop. My legs hurt. So that's another reason why I like wearing pants because I don't feel sweaty at all. So, but good job. Way to work today. Way to get your 50 minutes of movement in. Way to go. When Dixie has some fire sting garlic Cajun butter shrimp in the seafood department. You're too funny, wise up. I would say Publix is normally where I would go to get like their fresh meats and stuff and the steam. Anytime my mom want to go ahead and get the crab steamed and everything, she would go to Publix. So that's funny. Faith, pizza. Okay, what you feel some pizza today? You feeling it? I will say that most pizza spots that use the wooden oven is amazing. I thought that pizza is always very delicious. There is a place here that I like to go to. It's called, well, I've only been there once. I thought it was decent. It's called Savage Pizza. So it was okay. I like Donato's. I think that's how you say it. They have the thin crust. That's another thing. If you're looking for ways to eat the things you love, do things like that. If you enjoy eating pizza, do thin crust. That way you're chopping down a little bit on the carb. If you like Domino's, try not to get the, even though I know it's good, try to ease up on getting the garlic around the crust. They put like the garlic parmesan butter on the crust. You can tap to have that not on there. I came across something on TikTok, a video, and they were like, normally I don't comment on people's videos because I don't feel like getting into a debate with anybody. I don't like confrontation, but I love me some tropical smoothie. And this person was like bad mouthing tropical smoothie, talking about the sugar. And so I want to tell you all, you can ask the people to take the sugar out. So even though when you're looking at the board, it just tells you the fruits that they put in there. They don't tell you every little thing. They don't tell you to add the ice, the water, but they also do add sugar. So tropical smoothie, Smoothie King, yes, sugar is getting added. You can either use alternative of honey, but for the most part, just get that sugar removed. And so they were trying to say that tropical smoothie was not a healthy place to go to, but you can make it what you want to. So I'm just trying to give y'all some helpful tips of how to still eat the things you like, but kind of ease up on some of the things. So pizza, yeah, go with the thin crust. Who said a crematorium? That's what they do look like, though. Pow pow. That's what the wooden ovens look like to me. So it's Tuesday, y'all. I feel good. Even if the weather's not that great, I think today's gonna be an amazing day. I feel like Pow Pow should definitely know where all the good pizza is, being in Italy. So the last thing I had as a fitness or the topic today was I just had two fitness myths that I believed when I started out. So, oh yeah, it's Taco Tuesday, so we can't do pizza today. Is it raining in Florida? I don't know. I'm actually in Georgia, so it's supposed to rain here today. I think there's like, I know it's in the forecast. Let me check my watch. Let's see if it's gonna tell me. Weather. Oh, so right now it says there's a 60. No, what does that say? Yeah, there's 65% chance of rain today. It looks like it's not going to start raining till 5 here, but I'm in Georgia. So yeah, we got to do tacos today, y'all. It's Taco Tuesday. So maybe after I go to the movies. So yeah, let's talk about Taco Tuesday, okay? It's Tuesday. We're trying to eat healthy. Taco Tuesday. Do not put all that sour cream on your tacos, people, okay? It's the condiments that y'all add to the tacos that can make it go from pretty healthy to I'm trying to bulk. So watch the cheese, the sour cream. What else y'all put on? Name some more stuff y'all put on your tacos. Pizza Tuesday. The officer is ready. We can fry an egg on my head in India, but it's so dang hot. Yeah, no, it actually feels really good today. I'm normally somebody who has to keep a jacket on at all times. I think today's weather is weather where I could walk out like this, but I'm probably gonna have a jacket with me just in case. So, oh, my fitness myth that I believe starting out was sore equals a good workout, which is not true. Being sore does not mean necessarily had a good workout. And also, I used to believe in fat burners and detox teas work. Nope. So I had to finish out my thoughts for the day. Those were things I believe. Those were the two myths. Sore does not mean you had a good workout. You can have a good workout and not be sore. Sometimes sore just comes from working different muscle groups that haven't been worked in a while. And then don't believe every pill you see, like fat burners and detox teas. Don't believe all the hype. Oh, so it's really cold where you are, huh? Papa, you don't have any place that like tacos. Oh, that's different. All things Key Nicole. Hello, how are you? Where did you get your walker slash treadmill if you don't mind me asking? No, I don't mind you asking. I got it from TikTok Shop, or you can just look it up on Amazon or Google. It's from Jag Jog. I'll put it in here just so you can see how it's spelled. So that's how it's spelled. That's the name of the brand. It costs $107. It's funny because everybody who's used to me saying this in my chat can probably say everything I'm about to say. But it's $107. You can find some for cheaper for like $39. It only goes 3.8 miles per hour, which is about the normal speed before you have to start. So I just moved it up 3.8 so you can see. This is the fastest it will go. So if you want a walking pad that does more, you're probably going to pay a little more for it. I think on the higher end, I did see some walking pads for like 150. Right now, it just said I hit 550 calories. My watch says 370. Right, AD. You are certainly right. You can definitely be sore because you lifted incorrectly. Form matters. So that's why I said you can get sore just from working a muscle group. So it also could be harming something. You may have twisted or moved in a manner that wasn't correct. And so that's also why you can be sore. So you hit it right on the head, AD. So right. What's $100? I said $107. 107. So yeah, my walking pad was 107. Let me put that. I just want to type, y'all. That's all it is. Okay, thank you. Does it have an incline? So no. Okay, you ordered yours from. So you got yours from Amazon. Cool. Mine doesn't have an incline. That's what I'll have to pay. Oh, I thought I lost y'all. Okay. I didn't lose you. It started circling on my end. But Oh no, no worries. I know the way I speak. Sometimes it may be hard for you to hear what I say. That's why I just typed it in. No biggie. But if you want an incline, it's probably gonna cost a little bit more money. That's what I'm thinking about purchasing. Is one with an incline. That way I can focus more on my glutes. So and $7 for me. Hey, if that's all I gotta pay to get you pow pow, I'll take it. I would take that. That's a deal for sure. So now I've been walking for 88 minutes. I just hit 5 miles. See what you guys do for me? I got on here saying I was only gonna do an hour 15, that way I could hit my 4 miles. Now I've hit 88 minutes and yeah, I hit 88 minutes and I'm a little over 5 miles. So y'all are awesome. What's the most expensive thing you own? My bed? I don't know. Let's see. Uh, I'm not really big into materialistic things. I'm kind of a minimalist. I don't believe into holding on to a lot of things. I think a lot of things have value to me that money can't buy. But as far as something that I paid money for, honestly, it would have to be like my bed. My bed was like $2,000. I don't really spend money on a lot. If anything, I spend the most money on like trips. But oh, I guess I do have some jewelry that's expensive. I'm cheer LJ. You so funny, Pow Pow. Okay, yeah, I got y'all. Y'all come to Atlanta. I'll throw a party. Well, my car's paid off though. So I guess well, I guess it is. That could be the most expensive thing I own. Sure. Yeah, I guess yeah. I didn't think about that. So yeah, my car. My car is the most expensive thing I own. And then it'll be I'm trying to buy another house. So I didn't think about that. I thought they meant like something like smaller, not like because house and cars are like most people have those. That's probably gonna be your biggest no anyway. Having a house, having a car, that's naturally gonna probably be the most expensive thing you have. So I thought the question was more so like in house, what's the most expensive thing I had? So that's on me. Yep. I think it's very important to spend money on your bed. When I was younger and I could sleep on anything, like a military cot, I didn't think a bed was as important. But the older I have gotten, I now understand that having a bed that is comfortable, it means a lot when it comes to your body. Yeah, if y'all are willing to come all the way to Georgia, I would feel obligated to throw you all a party. And my birthday's in December, so why not? I'll probably be out of town though. So let me see where I'm at on the walking pad, y'all. I'm gonna slow it down when it gets to 92 minutes. I'm gonna start slowing it down. That way I can start cooling my body down. I did end up moving it to Bianca. They trying to get me to throw a party. I don't know how this party thing came up, but they trying to get me to throw a party. My birthday's in December. My favorite color is red. Nope. Remember I had on red yesterday, and someone asked me that question. I showed y'all. I tapped on my shirt. So I'm starting to slow it down. I told you all it's very important to make sure that you warm up and cool it down. So now I'm walking at 2 point. What did I put it at? I'm at 2.2 miles per hour. Yeah. You know, I try to go with a different color today. Lavender is one of my favorite colors. It's actually the color of my room. It's an accent color in my room. But everything in my house is pretty much white. I have white rugs, white curtains, white bedspread, white couch, white ottoman. Yeah, we talked about that. I'm like 11 months and some change older than you, Papa. Hey, Elliot. Yeah, white and gray. Yeah, I want it to me, that's nothing. When it comes to your mental health, I think what you surround yourself with color wise can also be a big thing. So for me, I want to make sure that I always had vibrant colors. So I felt like white was a good color because it's uplifting. So pretty much my apartment is white with accent colors. Why is that an ill? Red Dead fan. You don't like them, you don't like that color? You are you hating right now? Well, it sounds like to me, and I'm okay with it. So I'm gonna walk till about 95 minutes, you all. Police officer on duty. Good job. Way to work. Yeah, y'all handle that. No negativity in here. Mine is on July 30th. Okay, so this your go-to outfit? Okay. Now I can't promise y'all I'm always gonna come on here, looking the part. I'm gonna try to do my thing. I'm trying to put some pieces together. Okay, so right now we got this one's being one of the top ones. Okay. July 20th. Okay. Okay, we got some July babies in here. My watch is always off by about 200 calories compared to okay. I I say you are right, Pow Pow. I am a Sagittarius, but I say I'm a Swagatarius. Faye. Yeah, I'm definitely born. I don't know how I was born in the cold because I love nothing but so okay, here's a question. I love the heat. Would you prefer to not have AC in the heat or your heater working in the cold? Which one would you prefer not to have? Like, if I couldn't have it, what would it be? So, no heater in the cold, no AC in the summer. Yep. Okay, Hassan, you said you would need the heater working in the cold. What? Why is up? What are you talking about? Okay, we putting that all together. Okay, so Bianca and Hassan, are y'all saying that y'all prefer to have no heater? Y'all need AC? Is that what y'all saying? Y'all rather go with no heater? Oh my goodness. I'd rather have no AC. I'd rather have no. Where you from, Bianca? What state? Being hot is uncomfortable. Okay, but check this out, y'all. If it's hot, I can find things to cool my body down. You can take clothes off. You can put a cool rag around your neck. Like there's ways to bring your body temperature down. You can jump like I can jump in the shower on hot days and put it on cold, like to cool my body temperature down. I can have throw a fan on. Well, no, I guess we'll say that's AC. So never mind. Cut the fan out. Cut the fan out. But I can do things to bring my body temperature down. I'm from Miami. I don't do the cold. Anything else? Okay, AD. We here. We here. Because I feel like in the winter, all you can do is try to put on clothes. That's it. But that's all you can do. If I don't have any more clothes, or like your clothes only do so much. AC makes your muscles go weaker. Well, I'll take it. Cause no. I'd rather have oh, okay. You said AC. I'm sitting at AC right now. So yeah, I'd rather not have AC. Yeah, I'd rather not have AC in the heat. But I need my heater in the cold. I need the so I'm very frugal, y'all. You can use blankets, but you can't use heated blankets because that's a form of heat. So the blankets only do so much. Because even when people are in the wild, y'all ever watching Survivor show? I love me a good Survivor show. Even when the people are in the wild, what they have to do? Start a fire because it gets cold. Have y'all been watching that new show Extraction on Hulu? The first thing they're looking for, they're like, "Oh, I'm getting cold." So they keep trying to get more sleeping bags, blankets, but it's not doing nothing. So what they need, heat. They want to start a fire. I'm very frugal, you all. So during the summer, like right now, I have not during the spring, I guess, spring going to the summer, my AC would not be coming on. No, my AC would not be coming on. But during the winter time, the heater is on. You never said I couldn't turn on your AC. Y'all are so funny. I crocheted these heavy blankets and they do the job very well. Okay. Ice bath in winter. What? Okay, I'm a hoodie person. I always oh yeah, I didn't realize I just hit 99 minutes. My walking pad be so disrespectful. Y'all see how it just stops on me? It don't give me like no heads up. So y'all, I just walked 99 minutes and 60 seconds. I did it, y'all. Um, so I think I didn't even get to see what my distance was, but it looks like I did over 5 miles. I might have been close to 6 with a nice leather jacket, RP coat, and a cashmere sweater. It's so sharp. Let me pause my workout so it's not still calculating my calories. Can't sleep cold, can't sleep hot. Miami improve this. So really, yes. So when it comes to trying to be comfortable, you really need a balance, right? Once again, that balance word. So really, you want to be like nice and cozy, nice and warm, like. But I rather go to sleep. I just get like last night. The temperature was a little toasty in here, so when I took a shower, I just turned it to a little bit of cold. That calmed my body temperature down, and I just slept pretty good. How much cookbook? Hey, cookbook, welcome in. Hey, yeah, Faith, I love the cold too. How much does this machine cost? I'm planning to buy it. Mine cost $107, but you can get it for cheaper. I'm always gonna say that. I love telling people how to get a good bargain. Amazon, go on Amazon. You might be able to find it cheaper. I got mine off a TikTok shop. Naked and Afraid is a good show. I love watching Survivor shows while I'm in the comfort of my, my blankets, my space. Because man, I love watching Naked and Afraid. I love watching any Survivor show. It could be any show where they're either like in the desert, they're in like, somewhere really cold. I love getting survival tips. Um, Slay LJ, you're so funny. 8 miles tonight. Mm-mm. No faith. Or are you gonna do 8 miles tonight? That what you're saying? How many miles again? I think I may have did 6. I'll just say 5.5. I don't know what it was exactly. My watch. Oh, did I put my watch on it? Let me see. My watch doesn't tell me right now. I have to turn it. I'll have to end it to know exactly what it's saying I did. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Hopefully no one calls me right now. Where is it? Oh, my watch says 4.39. So I probably hit about 5.5. I'll probably almost close to 6. Um, Adriana, hope that's how you say your name. Hey, I sub to you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love it. Are you going live tomorrow? You already know it. So tomorrow, yes, tomorrow I will be live, 11 o'clock again. I will be here. So yes, you already know. That's my goal for the rest of the month. So let's see, when does this month end? Trying to open my calendar. So Wednesday is the last day of April. So yes, I will be. Then I have to come up with a new goal for May. But yes, I'll be on here every day this week and then next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then for May, I'm gonna let y'all know what my new goal is for how often I will be on here. But I love y'all's engagement. You just realized that, Pow Pow? Yeah, my walking pad stopped on me. It said, "Baby, you're done. We're tired." Um, okay, you go do 7 miles tomorrow. I think with all the walking that I will end up doing today, it will be over 8 miles though. What's a good detox natural? I said it on Sunday. So what I juiced on Sunday, one of those did say it helps. But really, any type of fruit or veggies like juicing really helps you, especially the green juice. Green juice is good for detoxing. That's a natural. When I say green juice, I'm talking like your kale, celery, cucumber. I normally do either lemon or lime. Add some ginger root. What else did I put in my green one? I feel like I'm missing one more ingredient. But yeah, green juice is a natural detox. It helps with gut health, using the restroom. How about every day in May you give facts of fitness? Well, that's what I do now, don't I? I give health and fitness tips now. But I'm thinking about, well, I was thinking for May, I might do some strength training workouts versus always just walking. Maybe I mix it up and maybe like on Mondays I do upper body days. 'Cause I know a lot of people like working arms. So maybe I'll change it to where like I walk twice out the week, but I do two resistant workouts, maybe like full body cardio on Friday and then arms on Monday. Something like that is what I'm thinking. Um, See you later. You have a good day, okay? Thank you for walking with me today. Pow pow. This is the first time in my life I'm seeing you stop to talk with us. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I just want to talk a little bit. AD, I talked about that on a couple of days ago. I talked about that because I think her name is Truly Blessing or something like that. Um, all right, Pow Pow. I'm about to get off myself as well. But I just want to address this last thing. AD, I did talk about that a couple of days ago because somebody brought it up. You have to be mindful of the amount of sugar, even though they told me to try the berry lemon, I think it was, or lemon berry. So I did look at possibly trying that one of the kombucha. That's how you say it. I would mess up a name. But when I went to the store and looked at the ingredients, it was kind of high in sugar a little bit, but it was mostly natural sugar. I think it only had 2 added grams of sugar. So, but because I already had my juices that I do, I didn't want to add that to the regimen. But yeah, I heard those were pretty good. Artivore, have a good one, lady. But you all, I'll be back on here tomorrow at 11 a.m. I try to be punctual. Um, so join me on here tomorrow. I'm gonna have some more amazing health and fitness topics we can talk about. Hassan, have a good one. Enjoy. But I will see you all back here tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Bring the engagement, bring the good energy. I'll see you tomorrow.